so crazy what UCAT is doing to me. Okay guys, this is my progress so far. Jump from like 1800s to everybody out there taking UCAT. We'll get through this together. I mean, I can't even give up anymore because I already paid money to take that thing. The hang of this. Wake up feeling nervous, and oh my gosh, I finally got to. In this vlog, I'll be basically vlogging my UCAT journey all the way to the day I take my exam. I watched a few UCAT vlogs, so I thought of doing my own. UCAT is like a 2-hour online-based test for like aspiring medic and dentists. Actually, if you want to apply to NTU medicine or UK medicine, for me, it's more for like NTU. Give me more options instead of just applying to NUS alone. So that's the reason why I'm taking a UCAT. So I have to learn how to balance it along with my prelims and A-levels. And I think it works different for like people in UK. People in UK, they take the UCAT like a year before, if I'm not wrong, in year 12 instead of year 13, which is the year of their A-level. So it's quite different from us. UCAT has like 4 subsections this year. Basically this year, 2025, the UCAT scoring system has changed due to like the removal of AR, abstract reasoning. So now it's out of 2,700 instead of 3,600. A good score will be like above 2,000. A better score will be like 2200 and above. So I'm really hoping to like get 2200 and above. Like UCAT mocks that I've done are not very good. I think like average of 1800, which I know is like really bad. I've seen improvements and I have a mocks that are 2000-ish, but I still need to work on it. Initially, I was supposed to have my exam on 9 September, which was the day that I scheduled it to be when I first booked it. But I realized that I wasn't getting like my desired scores on the mocks that I've done. I haven't been seeing like a huge improvement and all that. You know how my UCAT exam is on 9 September? I've not been feeling very prepared because like for some reason my average for like my mock exams were like really bad. It's like all under 2000. So I was gonna postpone it, but I was a bit hesitant to change my dates. The other days I have prelims and it'll be in between like my prelim exams and everything. But like the last day of testing day is 25th September. I don't have an exam on that day. Somehow there wasn't any slots left. This morning when I woke up, I went into like the UCAT website, like prayed that there will be an opening slot on 25th. Prayer was heard. It is this morning. So I just quickly like booked it and like changed my slot, and somehow after I booked it, although there were like other time slots that were available, it was all gone. So I have no idea why that happened, but like such a blessing that I gotten like a later date because I have been feeling really stressed out about it. I decided to like postpone it to the very last day of the testing dates. It's 6th of September and I have 19 days to prepare for it. The thing is I have to balance it with my prelims, so that is another consideration and thing to stress about. So I actually ended up getting Medify to like aid my process of doing the UCAT. I'm gonna be doing some DM practices, train myself in syllogisms, which I'm pretty weak in, and I think that's like something that I should invest more time in because worth 2 marks. It has quite a huge weightage in the DM section, so I think I would work on that. It went quite okay, I guess. Could have been better, but not the worst. 4 partial corrects, 1 wrong, 5 corrects. My best subtest right now is SJT. Following that is QR because I'm personally stronger in math, followed by DM, then VR. VR is like my weakest because I read quite slowly, I guess, and my retention while I read is not the best. So it's quite difficult for me, especially in the beginning when I'm scoring like 560-ish. Recently, I've gotten better, so I've been scoring like 600 plus. I am working towards like improving from there. Okay guys, this is my progress so far. So I'm gonna do at least 200 questions or more from today onwards until my big day. But I think there'll be some days where I can't do that because of like prelim exams. We'll try to do so. Hey guys, it's currently 1 PM and I'm gonna be doing like a UCAT mock right now. It's 18 days to my exams. Oh my goodness. So I've actually done like 13 mocks so far. This might think like it's a lot and I probably improved a lot from it, but no guys. So basically I did like 10 mocks around there and barely like looked through it, and like I just kept doing and doing, thinking that doing more is better, but like I didn't actually go through the mock and understand where I went wrong. So that's why like my scores haven't been improving at all. Past few mocks that I've done, 11, 12, 13, I've actually like went through them and I actually saw improvements. So only from like mock 11 onwards and there was like actual improvements. So today I'm doing mock 14. Let's get into it. Guys, I just finished the VR section. Managed to finish I think all the questions, but like the very last passage I was like rushing through it with like 1 minute to spare. I was like really just making educated guesses and it was like really stressful. Low-key, I think it went not bad. Hopefully it will present itself in the scores. Guys, I really don't know what to do. Like, whoa. Again, I'm scoring like 1800 range, which is like really bad. I don't understand why. Like, I thought my VR this time was better, but like I got 20 out of 44, which is so freaking... I thought I messed up QR, but it was still not that bad. Morning guys, 8th of September. I'm going to start my day for UCAT practice, but before I get into like a mock, quickly review the previous mock from yesterday. I feel like I need a lot more practice for UCAT, so this September holidays, I'm going to try to do like 2 mocks per day, or maybe like alternate 2 mocks per day, then 1 mock per day. I can get enough practice in before I start worrying about my prelims and official UCAT test as well. Finish mock 15. I don't know, I thought I did much better. I mean, there's an improvement from the previous mock, but I'm still getting like 1970. So I'm gonna review the mock and see where I went wrong so that I can improve. So I just went through my mock and I realized that I did a lot of like silly stuff, especially like when it comes to logic, reasoning, syllogisms. I made a lot of mistakes, which I come to understand now. I would probably work on that and not make the same mistakes. For QR, I feel like I'm just really overwhelmed whenever I see questions related to like huge numbers, money, or like when there's like interest or like tax involved. I need to learn how to like flag and move on. And this time the QR has a few like more difficult questions that involve like algebra and all that. So got stumped, didn't move on, so I spent like really long on those questions, more than 1 minute, but I still got it wrong. So I have a new plan for my UCAT. I'm gonna stop like doing mocks for a short period of time because I realized I'm not gonna be improving, and if I keep doing practice papers with the same knowledge, same skill set, which is bad, it's gonna equate to like equally bad mock scores. Incorporating like practice sessions, using like the modified practice questions, like maybe cut down on the mocks that I'm doing. More mocks doesn't mean that I'm improving. So I hope this plan works. Okay, I really want to score like 2,200 and above. I mean, I can't even give up anymore because I already paid money to take the exam. Okay, I cannot give up hope. There is still time, and it's actually possible to see like a huge jump. Like, it's always possible. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I got this. Everyone got this. Okay, guys, like 8:15 p.m. I'm gonna be doing like a UCAT practice session, so I'm gonna be focusing on DM as a QR mini mock. Go through my mock I did this morning. If I didn't postpone my UCAT exam, I would be in the testing center right now taking my UCAT exam. It is kind of nerve-wracking thinking about how I'm getting closer and closer to the UCAT exam. To everybody out there taking UCAT, I wish you guys all the best and we'll get through this together. By the way, what I did for UCAT prep just now, honestly it wasn't very productive because I was just like reading through all my notes, doing like revision, although it's like not really possible to like revise for UCAT, but I was just reading through the notes I have and like Reddit posts online, focus more on like doing practice questions instead of mocks because I get 2,000 on my next mock. Trust. I will do that. I will do like the official question bank as well as Medify. Official question bank is king. So it's currently 7:15 a.m. Like right now, I'm gonna be doing a UCAT practice. I'm starting to get a hang of it. Starting to like more natural to me. So I got like 16 out of 20 for this time practice. And I'm honestly really happy with these results, although it can be better. I had 6 minutes to spare, so I am actually getting the hang of this. So glad I'm finally seeing some results. Hopefully I don't say this and then the next time I do it, I do badly, so let's not jinx it. Guys, I was supposed to do a mock 17 this morning, but I was feeling so unmotivated. Like, I didn't feel like doing a mock at all, and I haven't gone through my mock 16, so I'm just gonna postpone this work on like practice questions. I need to work on is my verbal reasoning. It's so weak. DM, I read on Reddit that you can actually practice more and improve. I'm seeing more results now. PR on Reddit that even if you practice a lot, it's not gonna help because I mean the passages change all the time. What you really need is the skill of picking out the keywords, scanning for the keywords, and comprehending the passage and having high retention. Okay, that is so many things to do at one time. I just did DM mini mock, my second mini mock. I did pretty decently. I got a 740, 35 out of 47 marks. Maybe it's just because I did revision yesterday and it is helping. Oh, what the frick? This is the highest I've ever gotten for decision making mock. Oh my gosh. Okay, that proves something. Okay, let me just go through it right now and see where I got wrong, and I'll wrap up my UCAT practice for today. It's been 2 days since I last did my mock, so let's see how this goes. Okay guys, I don't know whether this mock was like easier. I scored 2,050 this time around, so that is like a huge improvement from my average. Wow, DM has become my best section. This is crazy. VR is still really weak though. Oh my gosh, I thought I did better this time. There's an improvement and I'm glad. There's only like 14 days left to my UCAT exam. Every day I wake up feeling nervous. I think it's because of my UCAT and my prelims. Like both of these super significant exams like come together. I'm glad that I improved this time around. It shows that my revision practice has been helping. I'll continue doing that and I'll focus more on quality over quantity. Okay guys, I suddenly have the urge to do a UCAT mock, so I'm gonna do one right now. Let's go. Hi guys, it's exactly 6:30 right now. I'm gonna be doing a UCAT mock 17. It wasn't very good. It was like 1970. My VR improved quite a lot. I think I did much better this time. And my QR is quite disappointing. Oh my god, it's so disappointing. I mean, I found this DM pretty difficult. QR slightly more difficult than usual, but it's actually really bad. Like, my scores are really bad. And SJT, I like speed through it. So why is it that whenever I bring a section up, my other sections will be affected? It's so annoying. Be doing a UCAT mock. This place is like the most quiet and like noise-free environment I have in my house, so it's perfect for like a UCAT mock. Guys, this is the current vibe. I'm halfway doing my UCAT mock. I'm at QR now. VR went not too bad. I didn't manage to finish it. And DM went pretty bad because I didn't really know how to do syllogisms. As I just finished my mock, I didn't do very well, but like I got 990, which means that I've been consistently getting like 1900 and above. And this is quite close to 2000. Making improvements, which is quite good. Hopefully I can push it up soon. I have literally 8 days left for my exam and I'm so scared. Guys, you won't believe this. The best shit just happened to me. Oh my god. I did a UCAT mock C and oh my gosh, I finally got 2100 and above. 2110. It's not that good, but it's like the highest I've ever gotten. I'm actually like so happy. It went pretty well. My VR actually went really well for some reason. QR could have been better, but I'm really surprised with my VR. Oh my gosh, like oh my gosh, I'm just really glad this results is not bad, so yay. It's like the official question bank, the mocks, they do not like account for partial marks. It means that it could potentially be higher because of partial marks. It's just crazy, guys. I mean, it sounds really silly because this is like not a very fantastic score, but I'm like really happy because I finally break this like 2000 barrier. I feel like all my hard work has paid off. I mean, not yet, but getting there, you know. Hey guys, today is 21st September, 4 days to my UCAT. So scared. Okay, time to log in and do a UCAT mock. I completed my mock and I did not too bad. I got more than 2000, but it's not the score I want. Hope I can exponentially increase my score in the next 4 days. It's the 2nd September. What I'm truly nervous for is my UCAT on Thursday. I've never been so nervous in such a long. I actually woke up nervous today. My brain was just actively thinking about the UCAT. I'm gonna proceed on to do like a mock 20. I think the most mock I can do is like 20. Stop there. I'm not gonna push myself any further so that I don't burn out. And I should really start doing all the official question banks or like mini mocks to work on my weaker areas. I have to be taking my UCAT really soon. Testing center is like really near my house. So I see like every single day, and every single day I wake up and look at it and I'm too scared because I keep having like that reminder to my UCAT soon. And this time around I can't postpone it anymore because very last testing date. So 4 p.m. I'm supposed to be studying for my bio test tomorrow, but UCAT keeps lingering in the back of my mind. Maybe I should just do some practice for UCAT first. So I'm gonna be doing my last ever official question bank mock D. Currently 5:15 p.m. The whole day I was just so stressed about UCAT. I did a mock today and I got exactly 2000. Like it's 3 days to my exam and I'm already so nervous since yesterday. Guys, today is the 23rd of September. I'm feeling really nervous. Not for my chem paper though, for my UCAT. I took a really long time to process how I feel about the UCAT. I was like upset about it. I cried over it a few times. Although like my score is not the worst, but I just feel really upset because I put in a lot of effort doing a lot of mocks on Medifile. I would do better. But unfortunately what happened, not what I expected my score to be. So I was just a bit upset. What I really learned from UCAT is like the amount of effort you put in doesn't necessarily equate to effective, efficient practice. But honestly I got over it. I'm quite happy with what I got and honestly I just accept it. You know, during that period of time when I was going through it, I was trying to get over my results. I had a lot of like negative thoughts. I was thinking, what if this happens to my A-levels? What if I don't get the 70 up? That will be the end of the world. Honestly, for a period of time it will be, but it's actually not the end. There's still many options like gap year. Find some other way. After my UCAT test, I was so unmotivated, so dejected. I wanted to give up on myself. It took 5 days to relax and reflect on myself. It's actually not the end. It's not the worst that could happen. And I got over it right now. So found this quote very meaningful. So it says, success isn't about never failing, it's about bouncing back when you do. And it really helped me got through my UCAT disappointment because I always thought of success to be everything going smoothly, but honestly it's not. Because failures is what like makes you resilient, and using the official question bank is really important because I read up a lot like on Reddit and stuff. UCAT resources, they have a different way of like answering especially SJT questions. Using the official question bank is like the best. I think if you want more practices and mocks, getting Medify or Med Entry is definitely very helpful. But also what's very important is not just doing more mocks and more practices, spending more time on this. I did many mocks, like maybe 5, without going through them, or like I briefly go through them and didn't really like understand what went wrong. Going through and reflecting and reviewing the mocks, that's really important. So you can spend like 2 hours doing the mocks, spend 2 hours reflecting and reviewing. See, like doing one mock already takes 4 hours. So another thing I learned from my UCAT experience is not just focusing on mocks. Like if you read on Reddit and a lot of advice online, they will tell you to do more mocks. The more mocks you do, the better it is. But I feel like personally, I kept doing mocks, but it didn't really help boost my score. I took like 1 month-ish before my scores actually improved. Like my scores were stagnating at like 1.8, which was, I realized that after I started doing like specific like practices, like mini mocks or like practice on like the certain subsection, it really helped me to like get better at that section and not just doing mocks. It's like you're going into a practice paper without reviewing the content, without understanding the content, so like really just doing the practice blindly, which is not helpful. What helped me improve was when I actually went to review like all the concepts behind decision making, especially. That's the section where you can improve the most and you should really spend time trying to improve on that. For VR, it's so hard to improve. Like you really need to work on comprehension and reading, so that's something you need time to improve on. QR, I was better at math, so QR wasn't too bad for me. It will be recommended to like recap on all the simple equations and formulas for math that is required by the UCAT. So it was only during like the last few weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks before my actual test, where I finally like broke through and consistently getting like 2000s. For OQB, I feel like the mock C and D were like much easier. I actually got higher for mock D than my actual test. Besides doing all this preparation beforehand, what's really important is also your day mentality. That's really important. I was like really nervous. I was like really nervous a week before the test, like genuinely so nervous. I've never been so nervous for a test before. Honestly, so crazy what UCAT is doing to me. I tried calming myself down by listening to music and talking to my family about it. They were all really nervous for me too because I was so nervous. Telling my friends as well, then they were all encouraging me. That helped me feel better. I was still really nervous. What I actually did was like I tried meditating and it really helped. Like it helped calm my nerves on the spot. So I just went to YouTube and searched for like some meditation practices for stress and anxiety, and I would just feel more calm after each time I meditate. And I felt like when I was really nervous, it really affected my prelim preparation as well. So I really had to find a way to like go this anxiety. So I just went to do meditation and it eventually helped. The day itself, I was like so nervous. I woke up at 5:40 a.m. and I was like, this is too early, so I just went back to sleep. I was trying to sleep at least. I was just so nervous. It just kept me awake. I went to sleep early as well at 10 p.m. because I want to make sure I get like the 8 hours of sleep before my test. The day before, I had like a bio paper. I was like really worried for it, so I actually slept very little the day before. I was just really exhausted, so that wasn't very good for me. So I would recommend to like fix your sleep schedule or like get appropriate amount of sleep the few days before your UCAT exam so that you don't end up feeling exhausted. I woke up at about 7 because I couldn't sleep anymore. I was just so nervous. Then I just went on to like read up on the UCAT notes that I created. I really had no appetite, so I didn't want to eat at all. But I knew I would be so hungry during the test, so I just forced myself to like eat the wrap that my dad made for me. Just forced it down my throat, like actually. In the end, I wasn't hungry during the test, so that was good. On the way to the test, I honestly accepted my nervousness. Nothing I could do. Then I just stopped like preparing. I just read a little bit on SJT concepts, like the GNP. Then I just went into testing station. My test was the first test in the morning, which is good because you won't have people walking in and out on you. Just went in to the test room at like 8:30, which was half an hour earlier. My friends said like they didn't allow them to enter half an hour earlier, but I guess because my test was the first one of the day, so I managed to go in early, and they asked me to register with my ID, sign my name and take a picture. They asked us to keep our bags into the lockers or just place them somewhere. I was like so nervous, so I was holding onto my phone as I was keeping my bag into the locker, and I didn't realize I was still holding onto my phone. So I was gonna walk into the test room, and then the lady like scolded me a little bit, saying like no phones allowed. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot about my phone. I was just holding on to it like nothing happened. The test was about to begin. I asked for earplugs. They said that they don't have earplugs or headphones. So it was just different from how I usually practice for UCAT. The system, the keyboards and everything was actually very smooth. Nothing happened. Problem with the internet connection. There's no lagging at all actually. It was very impressive compared to like all the different experiences I saw on Reddit and from my friends. And it was also quite quiet because there were no people going in and out. It was just keyboard tapping and like movement of other people and myself. So overall the environment was quite okay. It was just that test that day, it was so difficult. It was nothing like all the practices I've ever done. Like during VR, I don't know why, my mind was just like kind of blocked. Skipped like many of the few initial passages and went on to do like the later passages. And I just tried my best to answer whatever I can, and I was running out of time, so I had 2 passages left and I only had like 2 minutes left, so I ended up guessing the 2 passages. And then for DM, actually the syllogisms were okay. It was the inference sections that were really difficult. Usually inference is like quite straightforward because you're just looking for like the statement against the passage given. For some reason the ones that I got were like so difficult, it was so nuanced, and I couldn't tell whether it was yes or no, so I had to make some guesses at times. For Venn diagram probability, they were all rather straightforward. And for QR, I went with feeling a bit demoralized, but I told myself like it's okay, don't let the previous sections affect you. So I tried my best to calm myself down, and the questions were honestly relatively easy. There were only a few questions that I really didn't know how to do. And for SJT, I went in, the questions were all different from whatever I practiced, were all new situations that I've never really encountered before. I just make best guess. Still processing my UCAT sometimes. I'm still trying to get over the score at times, but I've mostly got over it, and I'm just gonna focus on my A-levels now, not let this experience in UCAT like stop me from doing well for A-levels as well. If you found this vlog, this video useful, I hope the tips I provided are useful as well, from helping me jump from like 1800s to like 2-1. It was like a really tiring journey, very difficult, something that was crazy different from all the previous exams that I've taken. Like UCAT is so different. It's just a really huge learning opportunity for me. Learn how to manage something different, as well as something on top of my academic commitments in school like prelims. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and video. I'll see you guys on another video. I got like 2-1, 2-0.